Hey y'all, it's Destiny Washington, actress, acting coach, and owner of Tape Studios, and I'm here on set of Clothes Pick with the wonderful Miss Chloe herself. So you make sure you stay tuned in and always keep tuned in to this show. It was amazing. I had a great time. All right, if you ain't Clothes Pick, it really is not it. Hey y'all, say y'all, it's your girl Chloe. You know it's Clothes Pick. So y'all have a very special guest in the yo. He's an actor, a coach, and an author, okay? And my teacher when I'm not too broke, okay? So I have Destiny Washington of I Got Tape.
Yes. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming. Appreciate it. Okay, so let's hop right into it.
Okay.
So, well, the first thing I want to ask you is, because I know you have your studio, I Got Taped.
Mm-hmm.
So what really prompted you to start that business? What inspired you to start that?
I wanted to stay in my craft. I was working a 9 to 5, and when you work a 9 to 5, sometimes it's hard to feel like you're really immersed into it. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, okay, what can I do when I'm not acting to still be in my craft in that realm? So God gave me a tape. I was literally driving one day and just downloaded all this stuff into my head about tape, what it's going to look like, what was the name and everything. And I'm like, this is how I stay in the mix. This is how I stay immersed in my craft. And we just started with self-tapes at that point. So just making sure I stay in the circle.
Yeah, amazing. He be giving us them thoughts sometimes. Like, you gotta jump on it.
You do.
So you said you started with self-taping. So what role do you feel self-taping like plays in actors' overall like career development?
Now it's integral. Like, self-tapes aren't going anywhere. Right before COVID started, when they started self-tapes, that's probably one of the best things that could have done, because I think you have to perfect self-tapes now. You have the ability, and we have the resources to perfect self-tapes. So, and that is it's like your calling card. That's your, okay, this is how you get in the room.
Yeah.
You know, with self-tapes, and they're important, so they got to be on point.
Okay. Yeah. So I know you did some coaching along whenever people book, they can book to also like have you coach them through the self-tapes. So how do you ensure that a person's self-tape just stands out from the competition?
They have to do the work. They have to do the work. Some people just say, oh, I got an audition, I'll be in there. No, do the work. Make sure you're off book. Make sure you understand what's happening in the scene. Make sure you understand your character, the inner monologue. Do the work, and that will help you to stand out. And then as I coach you, if I'm coaching in the session, then I can help you uncover or make those discoveries, and something as simple as a moment before or a way that you look. So, but without you doing the work, it's hard for me to coach.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's like from scratch. Like,
what
do we do?
It's
break down that scene, please, first.
Exactly.
Okay, so you also do the editing part of it with your
do.
business. So how do you handle the editing process for the self-tapes, so I can ensure they're polished and like up to like the standard that
it starts in the actual self-tape, as far as the lighting, the sound, making sure those are on point. And then when I editing's very simple. I did not know anything about Premiere Pro. It literally did my own like YouTube University.
Yeah. Hey.
And so all I do is make sure that, you know, it sounds good. There's no background noise, and I don't change anything. I make sure the technical aspect is done when we're shooting, as far as lighting and things go. But I just make sure it sounds good. Very simple.
Okay. So I know you said y'all started out just doing self-tapes, so then you started offering classes to people.
Yes.
So what inspired you to start offering classes?
So the fact that when people were coming in for self-tapes and I was coaching them, they were booking. They were booking like crazy. And then so they're like, okay, well, do you offer classes? Well, I started one-on-ones. And then they were like, well, let's do classes. And I held off for like a good year and a half before I started offering them. So I'm like, me teach them? No. I teach little kids sometimes. But it was definitely a faith walk. I stepped out and I did it, and it's been amazing ever since.
Yeah, that's great. So how do you balance like the creative, emotional aspects of acting with like the technical business side in your teaching?
We creatively, emotionally, just make sure everybody's vulnerable. I think that's the toughest part of being a coach that I've noticed in teaching, is that everybody has a different threshold when it comes to vulnerability. You know what I'm saying? And so when we tackle those emotional aspects, especially in a group setting, you got to trust everyone, but then this person may be completely vulnerable, but this person, their scene partner, is like not so much, right? So it's just giving everyone a safe space to be able to allow themselves to be vulnerable.
Yeah. So doing scene study in a class setting, what do you think is like the most important takeaway of that?
Observing.
The
most important, anyone you can go to any coach. You can do Zoom, you can do one-on-one, but I think there is something about group classes that you learn from observation. So when you put up a scene and I'm watching you put up a scene, I might get that light bulb moment, like that aha moment, like just watch it by watching you. Me being up there performing myself, that's great. I'm getting the reps in, but watching you and other people perform, learning through observation is amazing.
Yeah. Agreed. But yeah, like you said, like definitely I think that's what I took away, because it's like seeing the other people, I'm like, I never would have did it like that, but I like that.
Exactly.
So,
exactly. It makes a difference.
Yeah. So since you have both professional experience and like a teaching role now, how do you select the scenes for the students?
I actually kind of get a feel for each student. So any student who comes to the class, I do research. If I don't know them already, kind of do research based on their look, kind of look at their type, kind of get a feel for their mannerisms and see what type of personality they have. And I go from there. And I like to keep it current. So the TV shows that are out now, the films that are out now, the actors that are relevant right now, I like to kind of stick around there, because it's a possibility you may get cast on one of those shows. So I try to keep it relevant. Sometimes I'll throw it back to something like from the early 2000s or something like that, but I try to keep it relevant.
Okay. Do you teach any strategies or tips for handling rejection or like staying motivated, like when you're not looking in this industry?
Every class. Every class. Unfortunately, no, I'm not going to say unfortunately. Fortunately, no, and rejection is a major part of this. If you're an actor, you have to have thick skin. It's necessary. So at the beginning of every class, we ask wins. I know you remember, we always ask our wins. We speak positive moments. We take whatever happened negative throughout that day and push it to the side and allow ourselves to be present. So I just like to make sure we start with positivity, know that, this is your community. I believe in you. We all believe in you. Let's figure out something positive that has happened. And just remind them. We had a conversation last week about not booking. 2024 was crazy for a lot of people, but 2024 was great for a lot of people also. So you got to be able to understand that their journey is not your journey.
Right.
You cannot compare yourself to them. And so that was really important, that we just sit and we discussed it, and we allowed ourselves to be vulnerable and just be like, look, we weren't booking. But that doesn't, I literally got submitted for 600 something roles and got 2 auditions. Like, that's what it was looking like for a lot of people. So we just try to keep each other encouraged.
Okay. So what, like, in the first place just led you to pursue a career in acting and then, like, now teaching?
Growing up, I used to remember, like, the shampoo bottles, they have, like, the wording on the back. And I used to pretend to read them like commercials. I'd always get in trouble for being in the bathroom too long, because I'm, like, creating this commercial with the shampoo bottle. So for as long as I can remember, I've always wanted to act. And then in high school, I took theater. But, like, I was a cool kid. Like, I was a popular kid, and that wasn't cool. So I used to, like, go run and sneak and go to class and enjoy it and then come back. I used to do that. And then when I got into college, I took theater as well. And so I just remember something I've always wanted to do. And then I found, like, theater is my first love, but then I fell in love with television and film. And how the quick turnaround. I absolutely love it. Theater, don't get me wrong. Actors are built in theater, for sure. Your craft is perfected in theater. I truly believe that. But something about film and television, just I absolutely love.
Yeah. Okay. So how do you continue to evolve and grow as a coach?
Classes. Nonstop. Whether it's a casting director class or working with another coach, myself, I'm in a class. I'm always perfecting myself. I try to make sure I'm honing my craft every quarter. So whether it's something ongoing or I see a workshop that's coming, I always want to keep myself immersed. That also helps me make sure I'm in the know when it comes to what I teach as well. So.
Okay. So what for you has been the most rewarding part of running your own business in the acting world?
Flexibility. Freedom.
That's nice.
It does. A lot of people look at it like financially, but it's just like any other job. You have to stay working towards it. But the freedom it's allowed me to be a mother while I'm doing something that I love and still growing, that's what I absolutely love about it. My ultimate goal is, like, of course, generational wealth and freedom on a different level, but the flexibility that it's afforded me now, like, you could have never paid me to believe that I'd be able to have this, to be able to take my daughter, well, she's driving now, but when I had to take my daughter to school, things like that, a lot of people don't get to do, so I don't take it for granted.
So how does your daughter feel, about her acting teacher mom?
You know what? It was like growing up, ever since she was 6 months, she would be in rehearsals with me. I remember taking the carrier into rehearsals and like going with me. So she absolutely loves it. She's like my biggest supporter. Lord, she's my self-tape reader when I have my auditions, and she hates it now. She's a teenager. She's 16. Like, she has better things to do, like be on the phone with her friends. But she's helped me book. Okay. I'll tell you that. Like, she's a great reader, so she enjoys it. She's proud of me. So when people ask what your mom does, that's what she's able to brag a little bit.
Okay. My mom on TV.
Nah, I'm loving it. No, she loves it.
Okay, so what did you learn? And because I know the class is like real focused around scene study. So what did you learn about scene study that you wish you would have learned earlier in your career?
Being truthful. I think when I was starting acting, it was so, okay, this is a technique, this is what you do, but I never once heard someone tell me just to be you. Bring yourself to it. Right? To really go and allow yourself to just be so free that you bring yourself into it and allow yourself to just tell the truth and be honest in your work. And I don't think I've ever just heard a coach or a teacher just say that. I take that back, Tasha Smith, but that was later on when I took her workshop. But I've never, at the very beginning, I never heard anyone say that. And it makes a difference. If you really just sit and think about it and do the work and bring yourself to it instead of trying to be someone else, it's like night and day in your performance. And so I wish I would have known that earlier. But that's why I make sure in class that we're being authentic as best as we can.
Okay. So to go back to what you said, like in class, sometimes somebody's vulnerability here, sometimes somebody's just down here, and they're partners. So like, what advice do you give to students who are struggling with like connecting to their scene partners?
Get your reps in, because if you can't connect with your scene partner, that's not necessarily your scene partner's issue. It's more on you. So like, okay, what do you need to do? Do you need to practice with different people consistently? Are you in a class? Are you in a workout group? Create a workout group if you don't have it. And when I say workout group, I mean get your friends together, start creating, start putting yourself in different situations and scenarios so that when you do step on set, being on set is the wrong place to realize that you can't connect with your scene partner, because guess what? You're not going to have that time always to rehearse. You can go on set and then be like, okay, that's the first time you see your scene partner is when they're about to yell action, right? So you need to figure out what you need to do. Sometimes your scene partners, you get on set, they may not want to talk to you. Or you might have a bad experience. That doesn't mean, there's nothing you could do about it. Right. You still got to be able to put up. And the way that you do that is by consistently working and putting yourself around different people. different types of people and scenarios and situations.
Yeah. Okay, so you are still currently a working actor. So how do you how do you balance like the demands of your acting and your business and coaching?
I will say that being able to, because I have my own business, I am able to focus even more. But it's crazy, like literally in January, in 3 days I had like 5 auditions. So it looked like me waking up, I had clients as early as 9 a.m. So I always wake up at 5. I can get to the studio 2 hours earlier to knock out my audition and get it edited, go knock out my clients till maybe noon, then spend my lunchtime doing my audition, and then get home, cook dinner, teach class if I need to, and then staying up to whatever time to finish the other ones. So that's what like literally a 3-day span looked like for me each day, knocking them out. One was like 5 pages long, other one was a bunch of scenes. So and I always say you find a way or you find an excuse. And I hate excuses. Like, I hate saying I hate things, but if I could say I hate something, it would be an excuse. Okay. So I was even like that when I was working a 9 to 5. It's due at 5 o'clock. All right, so guess what I'm doing on my lunch break? I'm about to go find this break room. I'm about to kick y'all out the break room, get one of y'all to read for me, and then we're going to get this audition done. Yeah. Or I find a way to get to the house and knock it out.
Yeah. So in your experience, because I mean that's good, dedication. So in your experience, what separates a good actor from a great one?
A good actor from a great actor. The work and your ability to connect with people. So you have an actor, you could be good, you can do the work, you can know your lines, you can do all that. That's great. Yeah. Right? But if you pull us in that scene with you and you draw us in and you have that chemistry, you have that connection, you have that believability that really just draws us in, that's what separates a good actor from a great actor. A good actor can memorize some lines like the back of their hands, right? But can you become the lines? And I think mastering those moments when there are no lines. Yeah. Mastering those silent moments, mastering that empty space, because that's what we do in real life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So if you can master those things, I think that's what makes a great actor. That's why we love Denzel. That's why we love Viola Davis. That's why we love Angela Bassett, is because it's not watching an actor, it's just watching people be. So I think that's what makes them great.
Okay. I like that. So if you could rewrite the rules of the acting industry, like what's one thing you'd change about how actors are trained or supported?
I'll go with how they're supported. I would love to see more community behind that. We have classes. That's great. Everybody's has a class or some way or resource that they can learn. But what about the community, right? So we have these classes, but there's a gap in actually finding helping the actors with the resources, finding the different resources they need. And there's a disconnect. We do it. We try to make sure actors have this is what you need to get started, but there's a disconnect. And there are these different, especially in Dallas, there are these different circles of groups of actors. There needs to be a connection, one circle, one resources. I mean, this is law. This is what we need. One big support group. Everybody's included. We need to be inclusive. Majorly, we need to be inclusive, and I think that's one thing that we're missing, that I think that's one way we can be supported here. Dallas, not just Dallas, Texas has the ability to be an amazing state when it comes to bringing television and film here. But we have to have that inclusiveness, and I think that's the way we support each other.
Yeah, not great.
It's crazy without saying so much, but it's crazy. Yes.
Okay, so to other things, what's the most rewarding moment you've experienced when working with the actor on a self-tape that they later booked?
Recently, one of my actors, Kiva, shout out to Kiva.
Hey, Kiva.
She booked Landman. So she came before class one day, and she's like, I got this audition. I got to play a nurse, and like she was freaking out. And so we did it, and she knocked it out. And then she got the call that she booked it, playing opposite of Billy Bob Thornton. That just made my heart like, you know, because I have these moments like everyone, like, okay, is this something I'm supposed to be doing on both ends, acting and coaching? But those are the moments that I live for, to see like the smile on her face and to be able to see her like on camera, on screen, across from Billy Bob Thornton. Like, that's major.
Yeah.
And so that makes me feel good to know that like I played a part in kind of helping her get there. So it made me feel good. Seeing others win makes me feel good.
Yes. So, what's your favorite part of the self-tape process? Shooting, coaching, or reviewing the final product?
Ooh, I'm gonna say coaching.
Okay.
I'm gonna say coaching. I love watching those moments come alive where the actor takes what they already had, we review it, and then I put my little 2 cents in, and then where we collaborate and come together. I think that's a beautiful moment. Like, or when they say, oh, I didn't think about that. Because somebody, just like when you were in school and they used to tell, the teacher used to tell you to check the other person's paper, it's the same thing. Having not even just a coach, somebody else to look at your paper and be like, okay, that's cool, but what if you did this? Right? And typically, and I don't even coach that way, actually. I collaborate, because you're not about to get on set and I tell you how to do it, and then you get on set and you can't do it. That's not about to happen. So I make sure it's a collaborative effort, whereas some coaches, they just like, okay, well, you need to do this, 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 and that. I don't believe in that. I believe you come to me with what you have. We're going to, let me see it, and then let's collaborate so that you can know that are able to make those choices when you get on set.
Hey, that's dope. Okay, and then my last question I want to ask you.
Okay.
If you could have dinner with any casting director or industry professional, who would it be, and what would you ask them?
Ooh, hold on. Let me, who would it be? There's so many. Okay. If I could have dinner with any industry professional, right now, it would probably be Taylor Sheridan.
Okay.
Because I absolutely admire his longevity. You know, he's an actor, writer, director. So I'd love to sit down and ask just like an array of questions from like, when you got started, like, how did you know that this is also something that you wanted to, do, like writing and directing? And did you have all of these concepts for these amazing shows in your mind? Like, I ask him a million questions. But for sure, Taylor Sheridan right now.
Okay, that's dope. Okay. So that's your camera right there.
Okay.
Just tell everybody where to follow you.
Yes. All right. My name is Destiny Washington. You can check me out on social media at I am Destiny Washington. That's on Facebook, Instagram, and whatever other social medias out there. You can check out our taped page, which is at I Got Taped, www.igottaped.com. All the information that you need if you want to take a class, you want to give us a call. We're happy to help.
Okay, y'all. So y'all know before we head out, gotta play a game. Cause that's my thing. Okay. All right. Okay. So we're back for a game. Okay, so we're gonna play Battle of the Beats. So that's the way this goes.
Okay.
I got like 6 or 7 scenarios on here.
Okay.
I'm gonna read them off, and then whatever song you would choose, you're gonna write it down on your board. Got a few seconds, and then baby's gonna judge.
Okay.
I lost last time. It's okay.
We'll see.
No love.
You might win today, so let's see.
Okay. First scenario. Okay. So you moved into a new place. You just got a brand new place. What's the first song you would play to celebrate? feel like this is a good answer. I'm just gonna put it down.
Hold on. Okay. I hope this the name. Okay.
Okay, here it is. Okay, so I put down Celebration, Cool Gang. I don't know.
Okay.
All right.
There we go.
Looks like we start this battle off with a tie.
Okay. Look.
That's crazy.
Very crazy.
I don't even know. It's here. Let me take this one because I'll write lighter than you.
Okay. Yeah, let's see some.
It's so pretty.
Let me see the thing. My daughter taught me that last week.
Okay.
I'm like, you need to know this.
Let me know. It's
thing.
like, where y'all learning
And
this
I'm
stuff
like,
from?
stay off TikTok, but TikTok be helping us.
They do.
Okay. All right, I think we're good now.
All right.
Okay.
TikTok.
TikTok. And they don't stop. Okay. All right. You're about to enter the biggest audition you've ever had. What song would you be playing?
Okay.
Okay. You ready, babe?
Yeah.
Okay. What'd you? Dreams and Nightmares, Meal. Okay. I put We Win by Lil Baby and Kirk Franklin.
Okay. All right. I tend to be a little bit of pure hood dude sometimes. So yeah, we're gonna go with Dreams and Nightmares.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What up? Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. All right. So you just had a tough week, but it's Friday. What's the song you play to start the weekend?
I'm so like.
Trying to fight my poppiness because I know baby's gonna vote
And I'm
against me.
trying to fight my hood.
No, if you don't fight your hood, you're gonna win.
All right. Okay. Okay. Ooh.
I'm stuck. No. Not a long week. I was like, yeah, something. Okay. Okay. Ready? Okay. Ladies, I put Boosie Set It Off.
Oh, that's a good one.
Point to Baby.
Yeah. Okay. Give you that.
Big baby.
And just so you know, this segment is brought to you by Niggas R Us, so I'm completely and purely biased.
Very. I need an unbiased judge.
Hilarious.
Okay. You just had an argument with your best friend, but y'all just made up. So what song would you play to kind of like clear the air?
To clear the air. Okay.
Oh.
Oh. I was only confirmed for one part.
Oh Lord.
don't even know why I chose this. Okay.
Okay. 100 shots. I put Best Friend by Doja Cat and whoever that is on there.
He said one part, something about his brother, so I was like, I don't know.
All right. Point to Destiny.
Okay.
I probably would have played Man, I Miss My Dogs.
Ooh, love that song. Love it.
That's a good one.
I'm gonna listen
Okay.
to that when I go home.
You're having a bad day. What's a song you would scream sing in the car? Try not to lose.
You might on this one.
But yeah, I can't.
Remember,
I don't have a bad day. I go to gospel music. I lose.
she started off by saying,
Because everything else is gonna make me mad.
she started off by saying that one of the things that she wished somebody had told her when she first started was be you. Be you.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Cause this ain't no what you call it? Hood song, whatever you wanna call it, trap. I don't know.
Okay. All right. Okay. Because I love. Oh, okay, that's a good one.
All 7 minutes and 10 seconds for the song. I know every word.
Let's stand by Donnie McClurkin.
Love that one.
In that situation, I think I'm going to go ahead and have to ride with Donnie on this one.
I
So
know.
point to Baby.
Oh, with me.
Yes. you didn't even know you got the point.
Are you keeping track of the points, baby? Because I
Yes, I'm definitely keeping track.
Okay. This is the last one.
Okay.
Do I even have a chance of winning?
Yeah, we're actually tied up
Are we
again.
tied? Okay.
3-3.
Okay, cool. So it's the tiebreaker. So you're at a family gathering. It's time for karaoke. What song are you choosing?
She acts like she doesn't ride around with me all day long, every day, and listen to my complete playlist that consists of 3 songs.
I'm not a cheater.
Uh,
And that's not a song I would choose. I would definitely stray away from that. Take the other direction. Okay,
Again, this segment is
karaoke.
brought to you by
I mean, I have
Newsjars.
my go-to karaoke song, but it's... I was gonna put my go-to karaoke song. I haven't got booed yet, so... Okay.
Ready?
Okay. Shoes, Lil Wayne. I put Halo by Beyonce.
Okay, B.
I can
All
that
right.
one note. Baby.
When it comes to karaoke, I'm probably more likely to go with a Beyonce. Yeah, so yeah, point to Baby.
You
So-
won.
Okay. This is one for the host.
This your first time winning?
Yes.
Oh my.
No, it's not.
I'm glad I could contribute.
No, it's not. She normally wins every time.
No, I don't. I
No,
lost.
you just lost the last one. That's
And
it.
the one before.
The one before that was a dance off.
A dance off?
Yes.
No. No, it wasn't. It was the I can't even think of what it's called, but I lost that one. The one where you gave us healthy choices. You forgot. I remember. I lost. I remember every time I lose. I remember every time. Okay, y'all. But yeah, so this is close to, with Destiny. Okay, y'all, and we're out.
That was fun.
Thanks for coming. All right, y'all. If you're an artist, a singer, that's about it. And you gotta have some bars or be able to sing, okay? Bodyguard TV got some mic drops going, so you need to tap in with the Bodyguard and get your green screen mic drop, because ain't nobody doing it like he doing it, okay? Okay. And we're out.